Today we will start the new chapter, that is chapter 9, the Mauryan Empire. So the first topic is the Mauryas. The establishment of the Mauryan Empire marks the beginning of a new period in the Indian history. So the establishment of Mauryan Empire is referred to as the beginning of a new period in our Indian history. For the first time, a large part of country was politically unified under the Maurya. So, for the first time, huge number of you can see huge number or huge part of our country was they have come together under the Mauryan Empire. So the first is sources. Now we will discuss from where we got the knowledge or information about the Mauryan lifestyle, what they were wearing, how their agriculture, or you can say how their occupation was there. So we come to know from two sources. First is literary sources and the other one is archaeological sources. So first we will deal with literary sources. So the first one is Arthashastra, was written by Chanakya, that is Kautilya. So please remember Arthashastra was written by Chanakya Kautilya. This book deals with the art of administration and politics. So Arthashastra deals with the art of administration and politics, how to run an administration, what are the different rules and regulations which the emperor have to look before giving any decision, and so on. Next is Indica, was written by Megasthenes, the Greek ambassador to the court of Chandragupta Maurya. So second literary sources is Indica, which was written by Megasthenes. He was the Greek ambassador during the court of Chandragupta Maurya. This book provides valuable information on Mauryan administration and on the economic and social condition of that period. So in this book we have come to know the information about the Mauryan administration and how the economic and social condition was there during the Mauryan period. So the next is archaeological sources. The rock and pillars edicts of Ashoka also provide valuable information about the Mauryan Empire. So the rock and the pillars edicts of Ashoka is also referred to as one of the most valuable information part from which we come to know during the Mauryan period. And the next is the silver coins of the Mauryas tell us a lot about the economic condition under the Maurya. So the coins, that is silver coins, which was issued during the Mauryas, tell us about the economic condition during the Mauryan period. That means how their business were occurred, what are the different mediums or measures through which they were doing their trade system, how their economic, or you can say how their growth and development took place during the Mauryan period. So these are the sources from which we come to know what actually the economic and social condition and what are the different art of administration and politics during the Mauryan period.